Right, I'm good. Are we live? I think we are. Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. It's been a while since we've been live on here, but we are back. It's time for the Champions League knockouts, and today we start with RB Leipzig versus Real Madrid. Very exciting times. Love the Champions League knockout stage. Love the Champions League, and it's very good to be back. So yeah, very excited for this evening. Hopefully we're treated to a good spectacle. The most successful side in Champions League history travelling away to the Red Bull Arena for what is set to be an exciting match. So yeah, I'm very excited for it. I hope you guys are as well. And hopefully we have a good stream back on the Football Chat. So yeah, anyway, shall we start, as we always do, by having a look at the lineups? Because I've been sitting here looking at the RB Leipzig team, trying to piece it together for the last few minutes. No hope at all. So we're going to try and work it out together. I know in between the sticks, we'll start, of course, with the whole team. But yeah, RB Leipzig at the Red Bull Arena are the home side, and they line up as follows. In between the sticks, it is Peter Galaxy. That one's fairly nailed on. Don't think he's playing outfield. Then it is either a back five or a back four. But they have David Raum, will be playing left back of some variety, Willy Orban, Lucas Klosterman, and Mohamed Simakan, but they've also got Benjamin Heinrich, so I'm not sure whether that's going to look like a back five, whether Heinrich will play a higher role, but that's their personnel at least. Then they've got Danny Olmo and Javi Simons out in the wide areas, Schlager in the defensive midfield role, and then a front two of Benjamin Šeško and Louis Openda. Now, what this could look like is a 5-3-2 with Simons and Olmo both playing a little bit more centrally and Schlager as a midfield three, or it could be Benjamin Heinrichs in middle midfield and playing that same 4-2-2-2 or 4-4-2 that we've seen RB Leipzig play recently. I think that'll make the most sense. I don't think they'll deviate from their usual formation. However, they are playing Real Madrid, so perhaps they view a 5-back as the easiest way to try and deal with the strength of Real Madrid. But yeah, it's going to be very difficult for Leipzig this evening. As for Real Madrid, they line up in a 4-3-1-2, but are missing their star player. In between the six, it's Andre Lunin, their third choice goalkeeper. He's had a good season though so far, so he'll be hoping to keep that up tonight. Their back four is very makeshift. At right back, Carvajal. At left back, it's Ferland Mendy. They're fairly normal players. Well, they are the players you'd expect to play there. However, their centre-half partnerships of Aurelien Tchouaméni and their captain, Nacho Fernandez, that's not what you'd expect to see as Real Madrid's back two. So, yeah, it's very makeshift this evening. Of course, they have no Antonio Rudiger. They've got no David Alaba. So they're without their main two centre-halves. I believe, obviously, Eder Militao as well. So very, very short on defenders at the moment. And, of course, goalkeepers. And, of course, Jude Bellingham, because the midfield looks as follows. Valverde, Cruz and Camavinga as that midfield three. Diaz in attacking midfield. That's the problem. They've got no Jude Bellingham tonight. Do they struggle for goals? Vinicius Rodrigo leading the line. But do they struggle for goals without Jude Bellingham? Do they struggle for creativity without Jude Bellingham? He's going to, whether they do play like they normally do or not, they're going to struggle in attack. They're not going to be as good as they would be with him. So they've definitely lost something there not having Jude. But yeah, still a very strong side. Real Madrid, a very good side. They'll be hoping to kick off the Champions League knockouts as they mean to go on. So yeah. Anyway, 10 minutes until kickoff. Just looking through some highlights here of Real Madrid's season. Again, everything comes through Jude Bellingham, but Vinicius has also had a very good season. For anyone who didn't watch the Girona game on Saturday, those two were very, very good. Obviously, Vinicius scored that wonderful strike in the second goal, I believe it was. First goal was Vinicius' strike. Incredible strike. And then, yeah, it was a very good performance from him and Jude Bellingham throughout that game. I do think Vinicius is going to have to carry that mantle that's usually shared between him and Jude. Now, don't get me wrong, Vinicius is an incredible player, and he's more than capable of shouldering that responsibility. However, he's not as good as him and Jude Bellingham, the sum of those two parts. So there's definitely going to be a downgrade in quality today. How much of an impact that has remains to be seen. I do think Vinicius is good enough to get them through this game. And then, we'll see how they get on in that second leg when they are expected to have Jude Bellingham back. But yeah, as long as they win tonight, it doesn't have to be ridiculously comfortable. As long as they win this evening, they will be more than happy with what they've managed to do here. Tough away trip. They can get a 1-2-0 victory, take it back to the Bernabeu, have Jude Bellingham back, and then run riot. That's what they'll be hoping to do. But Leipzig will certainly not push over. Now, Leipzig have had a very inconsistent season, but they are still a good side. They've got some really exciting players like Dani Olmo, like Xavi Simons. Their front two as well, both players that were real standouts last season. They were very much breakthrough players. Benjamin Šeško is a Football Manager legend and someone who had a very strong campaign at RB Salzburg last year before moving to another Red Bull franchise. And then Louis Openda was fantastic at RC Lens last season and has had a good start to life at RB Leipzig. I mean, I think he's a very good forward. I think he'll be very good for them this evening. He's done well in the Champions League so far this season. Again, whether he can step that up another level to face Real Madrid this evening remains to be seen. But if we have a quick look through his Champions League campaign so far, he's got 4 goals in the 6 games he's played so far. So very, very impressive stuff. But yeah, hopefully tonight's game is a good one. We are, it's a Champions League tie. We love the Champions League. Hopefully we get a game befitting of the first Champions League knockout game. Of course, the other game this evening is in Copenhagen. It's Copenhagen versus Manchester City. I think, though, that game is a lot more comprehensive. Didn't even bother making up a scoreboard for that one. I don't know how it would fit now that we have it centralised anyway. But I feel like that's going to be very comfortable for Manchester City. Obviously, they are the huge favourites in that tie. I don't really see a way that Copenhagen get anything from it, and I wouldn't be surprised if City get a good few goals, whether that's 5, 6, 7. It doesn't really matter, but I think they will win by quite a comfortable margin. Anyway, we're a few minutes away from kickoff. If you are tuning into the stream, do say hi in the live chat. Give a score prediction, all that sort of stuff. Again, no co-host alongside me this evening, so if you want to give me someone to talk to, that would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy the game. Anyway, I hope it's a really good game. As I say, Real Madrid, are they up there for the Champions League this season? I think that's a really interesting conversation because I would say City are probably favourites given the fact they won it last season. I think that are Real second favourites? Probably. You know, other contenders, I don't really see PSG in the I don't really see them in the conversation this year. Bayern Munich, could they really win it? I'm not sure. I don't think they beat a Real. I don't think they beat a Man City. So I'm not sure. And then you've got Arsenal. I think they're too young a side to win the Champions League. Barcelona don't have the consistency or quality to win a Champions League. So I definitely think it's now feels like Real or Man City will win it this year. In fact, that could be the final. Without a Liverpool, who usually turn up for the Champions League no matter how difficult their season's been. Without them in there, I don't think there's as much of a wild card. I don't really see Bayern competing. They are a good side, though, and if you can get them playing some good football, well, maybe they'll prioritise the Champions League, given the fact they're at the moment not top of the Bundesliga. But, yeah, it's certainly going to be interesting to see who can win it this season. As I say, I think City are favourites, then probably Real. That's a dark horse. Well, last season everyone was backing Napoli, but pretty predictably that burnt out quickly. Their Champions League campaign. We've not really got too many. I really like Real Sociedad, and I wouldn't be surprised if they beat PSG tomorrow evening. Unfortunately, I'm not here tomorrow, by the way. It is just Harry tomorrow evening. First stream he's done by himself, so make sure to tune in, show him some support. In terms of other teams, you've got PSV Dortmund, which I wouldn't be surprised if PSV won, but equally Edin Terzic, that Dortmund has been playing some good football recently. Then you've got Inter Milan and Atletico Madrid. That is going to be one of the most disgusting games of football anyone has ever watched, and I'm so here for it. And then Porto Arsenal should be fairly easy, comfortable for Arsenal. Napoli Barcelona is going to be a hell of a game. I don't really see either, though, as serious contenders for the tournament. So, yeah. Not too competitive, the Champions League this season. I know I've just spent the first 10 minutes going, the Champions League's back, love the Champions League. But actually, is it the best quality competition we've had? Probably not. Could we end up with a really strong set of quarterfinals, though? I'd argue so, because I think a lot of the round 16 ties are quite obvious. I think the only ties that could really, unless Leipzig give Real a go tonight, the only ties that would really be interesting are Napoli, Barcelona, and I'd say PSG Sociedad. I do think that could go either way. So yeah, poll and chat so far then 100% voting for Real Madrid. Fair enough. I think they are the clear and obvious favourites, so I think that's justified. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Leipzig take something this evening. Prediction time. If you are watching along in the live chat, get involved, give your prediction. In terms of mine, now I am considering going bold here, because I do really like Leipzig as a rogue shout to win. But I just can't. I'm going to go draw. I think I'm going to go draw. I will say RB Leipzig 2, Real Madrid 2. I just feel that Real Madrid, without Jude Bellingham, don't have that decisiveness in attack. They don't have that leader that can get them out of trouble, that can get that win over the line. So I do think they will struggle at parts of this evening's game. As for their defence, it's very makeshift, and I feel that Leipzig's attack could have a lot of space to work with this evening. I really rate Xavi Simons highly. I think that Louis Openda partnership with Benjamin Šeško, if they can develop that could be very dangerous. So I really like that Leipzig attack, and looking at the Real defence, it's patchy. It's very much a cobbled together back line. It's not their strongest team. So I think Leipzig are going to pull off an upset tonight, and I think they're going to pick up a draw. But yeah, if you are watching along and want to put your prediction in the live chat, please feel free to do so. Or even if you just want to say hi, get involved in the live chat. Do not leave it blank this evening. Give me someone to talk to. But yeah. Anyway, players coming out of the tunnel now. Both sets of players, of course. A very impressive tifo being unveiled by the Leipzig fans. Absolutely love that. But yeah, it's a packed out stadium here at the Red Bull Arena. And it's sure to create a very, very strong atmosphere. Chelsea fan, good to see you, my friends. Very good to see you disagreeing with me strongly, saying Real Madrid will win 2-0. Fair enough, that's what predictions are for. We're all going to disagree. But that's just mine. I feel like Leipzig will pull off the unthinkable this evening. But yeah, I'm going to prepare the scoreboard as we get prepared to get underway here for the first of the Champions League knockouts. I do absolutely love the Champions League. Nothing can beat it. People talk about how the Super League could be incredible and all this. I guess, well, I will caveat that by saying tournament football wins. Like, the Euros this summer, we're hoping to stream every single game if we can. Love the Euros. Tournament football's incredible. But Champions League runs it a close second. Do absolutely love the Champions League. Champions League nights, always incredible. So, hopefully, tonight is no different. But yeah. The graphic on screen does have Benjamin Heinrichs in midfield as well. Now, that's going to be an interesting one. I think Heinrichs is a very good player. Whether he can adapt to that midfield role that well, it's going to be interesting. It's also an interesting choice given that Haidara, Seiwald and Baumgartner are all on the bench. So and Kevin Campbell. So they've got options. They're just opting to put Benjamin Heinrichs there, which is interesting. Because personally, I probably wouldn't have had Klosterman in there. I would have moved Simichan to centre half and then had Heinrichs at right back. But yeah, fair enough. Marco Röser, I'm sure he knows what he's doing over me, so we'll have to see how that plays out. Samaya, welcome to the stream, going 2-1 Madrid as well. I can see I'm going to be outnumbered today by you guys in chat, as people that expect Real to win. But, I mean, I am repping a Real Madrid shirt under this jumper, so I'm waffling when I say I'm waffling. But yeah, I do hope we're in for a good game. I do think a Leipzig draw does set us up a good second leg. Because if not, if Real win 2 or 3-0, then what's the point in even having a second leg? At the Bernabeu with a huge advantage, they'd get through from there. But yeah. I was also trying to think when was the last time Real Madrid didn't get through with the round 16 stage. Trying to think of the last time. Couldn't. Because they just win it every year. Or at least get to the semis or quarters. So I was trying to research, but I couldn't find any. Anyway, this wasn't very well done research, very off the cuff stuff, but yeah, couldn't even find it. Speaks volumes about their success in the competition. But yeah, they'll be confident, pushing for a 15th Champions League title. Seems ridiculous to say when nobody else has even hit double figures yet. But yeah, we are about to get underway here at the Red Bull Arena. It'll be RB Leipzig that gets us underway here this evening. What is sure to be an exciting evening of Champions League action. Once the referee is happy, we can get started. The game will be underway. Seems like he's just... I don't know what he's doing on his watch, but he's taking his time about this. And now we are underway here in Leipzig, in Germany, for the first of the Champions League round of 16 knockout stages. RB Leipzig versus Real Madrid. Hopefully, an interesting spectacle. Here's Heinrichs getting on the ball early. For Leipzig, it's going to be about growing comfortable in this game as early as possible. And he's drawn the foul there of Brahim Diaz, not given, though, by the referee. And Ferland Mendy will knock that back to Lunin, and Real will now hold on to possession. This is also what they've got to limit as much as possible. It's Real growing into this game, growing comfortable, and that has pinged off Schlager at quite the speed, and it's gone out for a throw, I believe. Looked close to going out for a goal kick, has gone out for a throw. Already, Leipzig, they're pushing up hard to Real Madrid, causing a few issues, making it difficult for them to play out. Almost throwing a drink over myself as well. Too excited about the start of the Champions League. Start of Champions League knockouts. Chelsea changed their prediction. Oh, no, sorry, I thought that was the Real Madrid one. Now saying, well, also saying that City will win 5-0. I think, if anything, that's a little modest. I think Real could win by quite a few this evening. But yeah. Anyway, Real Madrid have conceded a corner here. A messy moment, really. Carvajal plays it across his own penalty area. A really bizarre one. It was behind Ferland Mendy. He had to recover the ball and, well, did very well just to keep it on the pitch. But yeah, corner now then for RB Leipzig. Ball lifted into the box, looking for quite the error presence they have in there. Falls to Schlager. It's gone up in the air. It's headed in. Leipzig lead, but it is given offside. I thought so. Schlager knocking up into the ground. It's spun up in the air and it's headed home. But Leipzig, I mean, they had about 4 players there beyond the defence of Real Madrid. No surprise really to see that is called offside. He's on. This will stand. Surely VAR is going to look at this. I believe this is onside. When Schlager strikes it, I'm not sure. I think it's Benjamin Šeško who scored. And this is going to be checked now. But I think Real Madrid are behind after only 2 minutes. Let's get a VAR check graphic on the screen. It's been given offside. I'm confused by that one. He looked well on to me. I'm going to have to see a replay of that. But yeah, that was weird. But they're putting him under the cosh early here, Leipzig. Now Benjamin Šeško again. His touch escapes him. It falls though. Ball over the top. Šeško had to get more behind that. But Real are under the cosh here. No idea how that goal's not been given for RB Leipzig. No idea. But they have automated offside, so don't know how they could have got that wrong. But yeah, even Joseph in chat says that's onside. No idea how that hasn't been given. No idea then how Benjamin Šeško hasn't scored moments later. And that's a good challenge from Xavi Simons. Put Valverde off and he's ended up knocking it out of play. So that will be a Leipzig throw. How is this offside? It just isn't. Let me have a look. Oh, it's on the goalkeeper. It's the goalkeeper, isn't it? Yeah, I've completely forgotten about that. Yeah, fair enough. It is offside because he's beyond the goalkeeper. Which seems a stupid rule because the goalkeeper then can just run out. Because it's 2 players. You have to be the right side of 2 players. But obviously, you don't often think about that because of the goalkeeper. So yeah, fair enough. Goal rightfully ruled out by the laws, but it feels harsh. Real were caught out there. Got away with one. Benjamin Heinrichs. Lovely exchange with Louis Openda. Now he can find Dani Olmo. No, sorry, it's David Raum, but the pass was poor anyway, and Raum can't control it. But yeah. Leipzig doing well. They're stretching Real Madrid here. They should have scored by now. I have to be honest. 4 minutes play. They had a goal disallowed, and then they had a huge miss from Benjamin Šeško. But yeah, we do have a vote for RB Leipzig in the chat. 12% going for Leipzig, 88%. Sticking with Real Madrid. Fair enough. Dani Olmo. Now Mohamed Simakan. Lucas Klosterman. Here's Petr Galakshi. Now Orban. Klosterman. Just carrying it forwards. Heinrichs. Klosterman. Now Willy Orban again. Moves it out wide. Here's Xavi Simons. And he gives Louis Openda something to chase. And it's going to hold up here if he can put a bit of pressure on Tchouaméni. But Tchouaméni does well just to see that off the pitch. But yeah, they are showing a replay of this goal. Yeah, I'm not sure when the ball's played there. The problem is that replay just didn't really show it. But yeah, not sure. I'm still not sure on that one. Feel like that could have been given as a goal. But yeah, cruelly denied for RB Leipzig there. Now Petr Galakshi. Orban. Galakshi. Klosterman finds Simikan. Olmo, but they've lost it. Leipzig, though, do well just to smash up in the air, really, and relieve the danger. And Leipzig, that's a really soft one again from the referee there. Xavi Simons wins the ball off Federico Valverde. Valverde hits the deck, and it's been given. But does he make much contact? Not really. Soft one. Here's Mendy. Vinicius Jr. flicks around the corner into Brahim Diaz. Back to Vinicius, but it's won again by Leipzig. Unfortunately for them, falling back to Brahim Diaz. Diaz, Rodrigo, goes wide. Here's Dani Carvajal. Rodrigo. Brahim Diaz. It's Messi. Here is Rodrigo, though. Weaving through traffic, blocked. And now Galakshi comes out and claims it well. But yeah, I feel like Leipzig have been the better side to start here. They have, though, Real growing into this game. Now had a nice passage of play there, resulting in a blocked shot. But they are starting to cause a few more issues for RB Leipzig. But here they come again. The German outfit, ball in behind, looking for Benjamin Šeško. Unfortunately, he just cannot keep that under his control. Diaz now. Has to wriggle through traffic, lose it. Great challenge from Xavi Simons. Orban carries it up the field, but then loses it to Valverde. And that leaves them a little bit exposed here, RB Leipzig. Rodrigo flying down this right flank. Options in the box. Can he pick one out? No. Lucas Klosterman seeing that out for a corner. But already, we are seeing Real Madrid opening Leipzig up on the counter. They're a very aggressive side, RB Leipzig. And, well, that can leave them a little bit exposed at times, especially given that, of course, Real have such a strong front three, such a deadly front three that can break at speed. Toni Kroos now over this corner. And the ball's whipped into the box, and it's headed on target, but it's blocked well by Louis Openda. Brahim Diaz, shot on goal from Camavinga. Saved, though, by Petr Galakshi. And the travelling Madrid support round their applause for that. But yeah, it is a shot on target, but it's not one that seriously threatened the Hungarians' clean sheet. Now it's David Raum. Back to Orban. Galakshi. Orban. David Raum out wide. Has options down the line. Opts to go back to Willy Orban instead. Now Schlager. Plays inside. Xavi Simons lets the ball run across his body. Rolls the player. Now moves it out wide. Simikan plays it inside. Dani Olmo now into Benjamin Šeško. They're in here. RB Leipzig. Saved by Lunin. Huge stop by the Ukrainian shot stopper there. But again, they're carved open way too easily, Real Madrid. It's a quick exchange of passes from RB Leipzig. They're in. And they really would have wanted to make more of that opportunity. Good start, though. Really good start from Rasenburgsport Leipzig. And speaking of good starts, it's 1-0 Manchester City. Copenhagen 0, Man City 1. Kevin De Bruyne with that goal. Schlager. Simons. Orban, Schlager, Simons. Moves out wide. Now Mohamed Simakan. Lucas Klosterman. And welcome Harry to the chat saying City 1 up already. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne with that one. No surprise really. Klosterman. Now Orban. Now David Raum. Openda. Picks out Orban. Now Benjamin Heinrichs. Just lifting that ball in behind. Looking for the run of Simons. But unfortunately not finding its target. Bouncing through to Lunin. Now Tchouaméni. Valverde. Moves out wide. Mendy. Now it's Vinicius looking to take on Simakan. Gets past Simakan, but Simakan does really well to get back in there. And I think it was Olmo actually who took the ball away from Vinicius. But Simakan, you can see why he's been deployed in that wide area. He's a real physical presence. Given his size, he's still quite quick to be able to keep up with Vinny. Here's Dani Carvajal. Rodrigo. Slides it towards Brahim Diaz. Back out wide to Carvajal. Fast Camavinga. Has Mendy in front of him. Mendy manages to win it back. And now Real can play out Camavinga. Kroos. Manages just to play out there against the press. Diaz. Carvajal. Tchouaméni. Kroos. Tries to just lift out wide to Vic Copenhagen will come back there, FCK.